Hi, I'm Lenora Bresler, leadership author, speaker, and coach. In this edition of Instant Insight for Leaders, let's talk about your younger generation. Whether you call them Generation Next, Millennials, or Generation Y, they are a very interesting bunch. Now, there are some stereotypes about these folks that you hear over and over. That they're impatient, that they're disrespectful, that they do not have any reverence for tradition or history in a company, and that they seem absolutely fearless when it comes to taking on sacred cows. Primarily, those stereotypes are accurate. Now, of course, there are exceptions, but think about why these folks are the way they are. They have never had to wait for anything in their lives. They've always had hot food because they've never lived in a world without microwaves. They've never even ever had to have the patience of pressing the fast forward button on a cassette waiting for their favorite song. They've never had to ride their bikes or walk to a library to get information. Information is at the tip of their finger on a computer keyboard. And so that's why it's true that they don't really have a great intimidation or even necessarily respect for years of experience and for title. They suffer, as many of us do, from an understanding, a misunderstanding, that the world did not begin when they were born. But then again, some of us older folk kind of tend to think the same thing. It's a human foible, not necessarily a generational one. Remember, though, that there's some good things, there's some strengths to these kind of traits. For example, sometimes sacred cows need to be skewered. Sometimes those elephants in the room that us older folk have been afraid to bring to the fore and talk about, this new generation will just blunderbuss right in. But guess what? In blunderbussing, they get things resolved. Not being terribly concerned about chain of command means that they'll go to whoever in an organization is best qualified or best able to effectuate change. And if that's the president of the company, then that's where they'll go with all deliberate haste. There's a lot of good things about this new Generation Y, and a good leader understands how to take those strengths and use it for the benefit of the whole team. This has been Lenora Bresler. Visit me on the web at jlenorabresler.com and connect with me on LinkedIn and Facebook. Make it a great leadership day.